Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Speak Up Sis page. I thank you all for joining us here yet again for another day of our 31 days of women who refuse to be silent. My name is Angel Charmaine. I have been your host all of these days. I am also CEO and founder of Speak Up Sis LLC. And today we've got another beautiful woman who's going to share a moment in her life when she refused to be silent. But before we do that, I would like to thank our sponsor for today, Mama Goose Podcast. Mama Goose Podcast is hosted by Valerie Champion. You can check out Mama Goose Show on YouTube. Hear real talk, straight up, no chaser about life, love, motherhood, parenting, pain, and spirituality, and just simply maneuvering through the trials and tribulations that are sure to come your way. If you would like to be a guest on the Mama Goose podcast, you can send an email to iamMamaGoose@gmail.com. And you can also take a look at the podcast on YouTube. And you'll find all of the information to this podcast in the post for this video. Thank you so much, Valerie Champion and Mama Goose Podcast, for sponsoring today's talk. As you all can see, there's a little difference going on today. I am actually broadcasting on location. Freedom had to get shampooed today, y'all. So she's all clean and shiny and all that good stuff. But guess what? We don't let no hairdos stop anything. So I am going to bring on right now the beautiful Miss Shirley Evans. And she is our woman for today who refuses to be silent. How are you doing, Shirley?
I'm doing well. Good afternoon to you, Angel. Good afternoon. I'm doing well.
Good afternoon. You look beautiful per usual. So listen, I'm going to move out of the way and allow you to have the floor. Are you ready?
Yes, I am ready.
All right, let's get it.
So first, I'd like to say thank you to Angel and to Speak Up Sis for allowing me to be here on your platform. And my name is Shirley Evans, and I am with Girls Show Up. And I'm going to be speaking about depression today at a time in my life when I had some trauma in my life and experienced onset depression. And the people in my family and in my church wanted me to keep silent, and I refused to be silent. And I stood up as a strong Black woman and said, I am depressed and I'm not okay. And it's okay with me that you guys know that I'm not okay. And so that's what I was not silent about. I believe that as Afro-American women, we've been taught that we have to be strong. We have to bear the the burdens of our community. And we carry the burden of our families, our communities, our church, and on our back. And oftentimes we experience trauma and we don't get an opportunity to talk and share about our trauma. So on today, I'm speaking about depression, and like yourself, I'm on location, moving, doing multiple things and on my phone. But the attitude is we must learn to keep going and to keep moving. I'm so grateful to you, Angel, for allowing me to be right here on your platform at Speak Up Sis. And I think that it's very important that whatever stage and wherever we are and whatever we're experiencing as women, that we must learn to speak up. We must know that we have a voice, and we must know that everybody speak up is different. Like I do the girl show up. My show up is different from another sister's show up. But it's important to show up. It's important to speak up, sis. Whatever your life situation is, speak up. Find your voice. And I believe here on sis, um, here on Speak Up Sis, that's what Angel platform is all about, giving women a space and a place where they can speak up and use their voice. I spoke up and used my voice when it came to depression. I believe that Afro-American women experience depression far more than we like to talk about. And I believe that it's essential that we share and talk about our mental health. I believe that in order to have good mental health, you have to eat well, you have to exercise well, you have to take care of you, and you have to be okay with other people knowing that you are experiencing depression. One thing I like to leave with people that it can happen to anyone. Depression can happen to anyone. It's very important that we come to know that depression can happen to anyone. You hear some background noise again. I am out in the elements. It's a beautiful day here. I reside in the city of Philadelphia, and we know in metropolitan cities that there's often a lot of noise. The weather is great here. And so if you are battling I don't like the word suffering. If you've been through some trauma and you're experiencing some onset depression, I would encourage you to reach out and speak to someone in the professional field. Talk to a counselor, talk to a therapist, let somebody in your family know that you're not feeling well, and refuse to keep silent. Oftentimes people say, shh, don't tell nobody. You're a strong Black woman. Yes, I'm a strong Black woman, but there's been things in my life that have created trauma, and that trauma has brought about onset depression. And one thing I'm grateful for today, I'm not depressed today because I have a therapist. Yes, I have two. I have one for my personal self, and then my family and I do group therapy, just so that we can all check in and make sure that everybody is doing well. That's one other thing I would like to say. Find a group of people, a group of women or family members, someone you can check in with. I have a page called Take the Mask Off on Facebook, and I post daily just to inspire and encourage people, letting people know that every day, even though the sun is shining on the outside, you may not be feeling well, and it's okay. It's okay to say that I'm not okay. So I thank Angel on today for allowing me to be here on her platform at Speak Up Sis. Angel, I think you're doing some amazing things, and I want you to know that no, I did not keep silent, and I'm here for you and for anyone that is experiencing onset depression. Please get in touch with a counselor or a family member, somebody that you can talk to about your depression. So that's it. That's what I have to say.
Okay, excuse me. I'm working on this phone, so to make sure I got everything right. Listen, what you had to share today is one of those subjects that are really, it's still really taboo in the Black community, even though we hear people saying it, that yes, depression is real. It's still one of those topics that we just shy away from. And I agree with you. We've got to get to a place where we will just open up our mouths and say, I'm not okay. We've got to get to a place where we realize it's okay to not be okay. And it is okay to get help when we are in a place when where we're depressed, even have anxiety and things of that nature. You know, one thing, Shirley, we're not even gonna
I'm
go.
having some difficulties hearing you.
Okay, okay. I can hear you clearly. I can hear you clearly. So one of the things for those of you who are watching, please know that being sad and being depressed are different. They're different. And when you get to a place where your sadness is overwhelming,
I can't hear her.
you can't eat, you can't hardly sleep, or maybe you're sleeping too much, you're crying all the time, right? You can't stay focused, your emotions are all over the place. You need to get some help. And as a believer, I know a lot of times in the church, we will tell people that depression isn't real. And for me, I think that's silly. Depression is real. How you handle it may be different as a believer, who you choose to get help from, you know, what type of counselor you get, whether it's a counselor who has the same faith as you or something of that nature. But it is so okay to get yourself some help, especially as believers, because for whatever reason we think that church people don't supposed to get sick. We're not supposed to have any kind of issues, which is insane. So I thank you, Shirley. Thank you so much for coming into the space today, for being honest, for being transparent, and for reminding us that it is okay to say that I'm not okay and to get some help. I appreciate you. Thank you for showing up, girl. Listen, everybody, Shirley Evans is the girl show
You
up
are
lady.
welcome. Thank you for having me. You are quite welcome. Thank you for inviting me to your amazing Speak Up Sis platform. I really, really thank you so very much.
Yes, and I'm not gonna hold you because I see that you got some hey, Precious. You got somebody with you today. I just want to say thank you. Thank you for showing up, because you could have said, Angel, I got stuff to do, I can't do it, but you didn't. You showed up, and that's what you are all about. And I appreciate you. I thank you. I love you with the love of Jesus. And everyone else, we will see you all back here at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time on tomorrow, so that you can meet the next woman who refuses to be silent. Take care. I love y'all. See you tomorrow. Bye.